Rightio. Welcome. This is mainly for my brother to try and set up some kind of tutorial, if you will, to explain how I use Ronin and kind of rotate around the map, what I'm doing to pick fights and whatnots. So here, I know this is where usually people come at the start of the map, so I deploy a holo pilot just to kind of bait people out, keep an eye on that guy, because, you know, I was making, like, I could see him for a while. Deploy another holo pilot as I come up the stairs, because people usually are in this room, and then my teammate mops him up. I start farming grunts. Grunts are a good way to get that early Titan drop, if you manage to get your meter up all the way. Bottom left, my meter's climbing, and you get gold bars for killing AI, but that you lose that gold progress if you die. So it's like a kind of hot streak thing, and obviously I don't want to die. So I'll send out another holo pilot here to kind of check that out, see if it's safe. Immediately start hearing gunshots, and my radar shows that you know, there were enemies in this direction. If you want to go back and check it, you can. Kill the one guy as I dropped, kill the cloak guy, because, you know, I can still see him. Keep running this way, because I know they're going to be spawning over there. Kill him, that's enough for me to get my Titan, but unfortunately, I kind of panic dropped him, and then I died from someone up top. But that's fine. Here I choose to ignore all the grunts, you know, the pilots to my left and all that, because it's a lot more important for me to get in my Titan. And now I can begin to farm the pilots, because Ronin's very good for being like the first Titan to drop, because his shotgun's just so lethal against pilots. And you kind of need to pay attention constantly to the map. As you can see, you get these kind of pointers in where there's gunfire and stuff going on. Here I use a dash at the same time as my phase dash, and then that gives you kind of like a super dash. Here I'm kind of just unable to pick which target I want to fight. I should have aimed down sights there, by the way, because it does reduce the spread of your shotgun. So that was a error on my part, but obviously it didn't cost me anything. I'm still even full shields. Here a guy shooting above me, so I come out here, clobber him, see that guy that fired a thunderbolt, an anti-Titan weapon, and I use phase dash to evade. And now I've lost my shields, but for 2 kills, I'd say that was a worthwhile trade. Again, looking at the map, seeing that there's shots going off in this direction that I'm running now. See that guy, panic swing, he runs back into me because he didn't know where I was. And there, you time like, you know, a melee, I guess, with as you come out of your phase dash to smack people, but the guy was already dead. You know, keep rotating again, looking at where most of the red hexes are coming from, and just making sure I'm constantly rotating from one place that they spawn to the other. But here, I kind of get naughty, and that guy, you know, baited me with a thunderbolt shot, and now he's looking again. I'm like really thirsty for this. I tagged him, and now Ronin just said that you know, he's killed him. That someone else killed him, so I dipped. He saw the Titan drop, so I start heading in that general direction to hopefully, you know, try and kill him. Because I almost have my core, he doesn't, right? So there you go. I'm gonna use a smoke to try and get behind here so I can activate the core. Start beating him up. He tries to lock me into melee, so I back out for a sec to disrupt that. As you saw, when his gun goes, like, smoking hot, you might want to have to rewatch this. So when his gun goes smoking hot like that, like red, that means he's about to shoot his power shot that does a fuck ton of damage. So I wanted to block. Normal blocking does 75% damage mitigation. When you're in your core and you block, that's 90% damage mitigation. So yeah, so I wanted to block that. And then when he has his shield active on his machine gun... Here, by the way, I just accepted the fact that I was dead, but he didn't see me somehow. But anyways, when he has his shield active on his like machine gun, that fat Titan that I killed, he can't punch, which means I know he couldn't execute me, hence why I could fight with that, fought with confidence so that close, despite knowing he could otherwise punch. But there, I know he can't, so that's what happened. So to summarize, when his gun is glowing red hot, he's about to use his power shot ability that does a lot of damage. I dodged it, well, tried to block it. And I knew I could keep smacking him up because he had his shield active. 2 things to know about Legion and, you know, how to play around his kit. And now we're back in again, farming AI, because that's kind of the fastest and most reliable way to get your Titan up real quick. Here I'm kind of just trying to help our Titans, seeing that there's a bunch of enemy Titans fighting, you know, popping out my stuff. Here I sent a holo pilot out just to see if it's safe or if it immediately die. I call in my Titan, almost get run over by that, well, stepped on. Reload the gun before I get in, take my time. See a Titan has spawned in over there. Oh, this guy, hold up. When they explode, like, you know, eject out of their Titans that close, they do damage to you, so I wanted to dash away as fast as I could. Here I kind of engaged this guy. Here that he phased, and I'm like, well, he's not in front of me, so he must have went behind me. Pop a smoke here to kind of act as a block between the two junctions. I get a finish off kill on that Ronin. But yeah, just to basically deter this Legion from following me. That was the reason behind why I used the smoke there. Because then obviously if he runs through the smoke he takes damage, as it does do damage. See that guy's suppressing me. Try and communicate with my teammate and be like, do not go this way because that guy's still looking. But because I'm blocking, do you see how little damage he's doing? Like, I almost just don't care about him shooting. And then check this out, this is some fucking Super Saiyan shit. I see that my Ronin friend activated his core and he's popping off on this guy, so I'm like, hell yeah. And we absolutely clobber him, and I'm like, yes sir. That was a pretty cool kind of Power Rangers move. And so now it's back to kind of rotating around the map, looking at the, you know, the hexes and stuff on the top. Well, not hexes, but you know where they point. Because I can check at the top that they don't have any Titans deployed. Oh, and never mind, I just saw one spawn in. Guy's absolutely clueless. Careful not to step on the stalkers, so you might want to go back again. There was those exclamation marks on the floor. That shows that those stalker boys will explode if you step on them, and then they'll do damage. And then checking out my boy's execution, you know, saluting him. See that this base is absolutely covered from, you know, our Titans. I see a guy running up over there, so I ambush him. And then I saw a Titan that way, tried to chase, but I couldn't. So, over that guy, and I believe the pilot that I just killed, that was his Titan that he was trying to get into. Notice that my friend Noise Pulse got out, so I'm gonna let him steal a battery, because then he can give it to me. It helps him charge his Titan faster, you know, it's worth. There you go, kill him. He's now giving me the battery. I'm like, yes, thank you. And now I have a shield, and I've healed, and my ore has been recharged. And this is when I noticed that this game's an absolute stomp, and everyone, you know, those guys are complaining, so I tell them that, you know, more so I'm saying to my team, let's let a Mercy extract. Here I phase dash to avoid taking damage from his laser tripwire that he put on the floor, that little trap, and then I use my arc wave to destroy the trap in case it's still there. Again, when that guy like ejects from his Titan, I want to make sure that I am either blocking or dashing away so I don't take damage from the explosion. Here I'm just getting clobbered and I don't know by what, so I take a phase shift to make sure that I live. Try to finish that guy off. I'm gonna run around the back here to see if I can catch him off guard. I can't see that guy, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. Block to mitigate the damage. Kill him. You know, keep farming the AI just for points. We're trying to close out the game here. Here I miss time and miss aim where I think he's gonna be, but it is what it is. It happens when I come out to like melee him. I'm already over 200 points, so I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. Thunderbolt, the anti-Titan weapon that I'm using, is really good for like area of effect damage on Titans. It's probably my favorite anti-Titan weapon, I'm not gonna lie, because it charges your Titans so fast. You pay attention here in a sec. I'm gonna start shooting it towards some Titans and like just see how quickly I charge up. I see that Titan isn't manned yet. It's an auto Titan, and I reckon that's the pilot getting in, so get as much free damage as I can whilst he's getting into the Titan. And as you can see, in like literally 2-3 shots, my Titan's basically already charged. That's how good it can be. I call it in. I see that my team is getting executed, but I know I have time, so I can safely still get into my Titan. Game's over, so I decide to go pacifist mode, because, you know, these guys got stomped, but at least they stuck around, they didn't, like, disconnect and stuff. But yeah, and so, you know, if you farm AI and a few pilot kills early on, you can get your Titan really quick, but obviously you have to not die. That's the most important part. Which, you know, is obviously easier said than done. And then what else? Yeah, and then when you get, if you call in Ronin, he's probably the best Titan to drop in first. Because you can farm pilots with such ease. Obviously they're all one-shot, and you're super mobile. Just telling him off not to kill the dropship. But yeah, he's good to drop in first because it's easy to kill pilots, and it's easy to rotate from one spawn to another. And yeah, it's just constantly about looking at the map to see where the enemies are and that kind of stuff, and just being really aware. Same as how I know in Valorant, you also have to pay attention to the map, I guess. Same way in this. Yeah. Hope that helps out, brother.